is quiet until the moment.
Fire escape dripping after rain. Street light buzzing like a tire mark.
May ran to midnight, but they go on middle and fifth. Bell on the door, sang a tired fifth. Ledger like a bruise behind bulletproof glass. Two tall ghosts came weekly to bless her cash. They wore smiles like dough knobs tucked in sleeve. Said protection costs, then left with her leaves. Old Seafood Joe mopped the floor, eyes like nails. Balances the scale, he said, and fear tips tails. I bagged incense, batteries rice. Watch me count change with a clerk's thin grace. Outside, rain drum, math on the hood. Keon whispered, we fixed this tonight for good. We weren't saints, just lanterns with dents, raised by stairwells and radiator vents.
Ash lantern height, move saw, cut clean, smoke on the cameras, ghost in the beam. Guard your breath, mind your feet, balance the scale without spilling the street. Ash lantern height, move saw, cut clean, smoke on the cameras, ghost in the beam. Guard your breath, mind your feet, balance the scale without spilling the street.
Plan was paper, tape and patience with teeth. Kill switch at the pole where the wire runs east. Incense in the vents so the lens sees dusk. A copy of the ledger in a thrift store husk. Seafood Joe drew maps with a mop on tile. 3 steps quiet, then snake for a while. May handed keys through the coin tray slit. Heart tapping Morse under countertop grit. Keon check time on a pawn shop face. 1109, he said we erase, not the money. Know the debt they invented. Rewrite the math, those ghosts cemented. Rain thin to a veil on the on and lip. We rehearsed our breaths till the minutes clip. Ash lantern height, move saw, cut clean. Smoke on the cameras, ghost in the beam. Guard your breath, mind your feet. Balance the scale without spilling the street. Ash lantern height, move saw, cut clean. Smoke on the cameras, ghost in the beam. Guard your breath, mind your feet. Balance the scale without spilling the street.
Lights blink twice, Keon tugged the fuse. Street fell quiet like a monk in shoes. Incense crawled up the vent like a prayer. Lens blinked tears, then gave up stare. I slipped through the side door, Seafood kept watch. Mop like a staff, ears catching each notch. Ledger on the counter, ink still wet. Pages like ribs around a hungry deck. I swapped the book for a mirrored twin. Every entry traced, but the ghost cut trim. Footsteps heavy, boots with a badge of sin. Those tall smiles early, walking in. Keon coughed twice, the signal stalled. Seafood dropped coins, clatter a brawl. May said calmly, system is down. Ghost tapped glass, tried to stare us down. I closed the ledger, slid it home. Incense hid nerves in a cinnamon dome. Seafood bowed slightly, floor still wet. Ghost rolled eyes, we'll be back, don't forget. Doorbell side street breathed again. We exhaled slow, counted to 10. Ash lantern height, move saw, cut clean. Smoke on the cameras, ghost in the beam. Guard your breath, mind your feet. Balance the scale without spilling the street. Ash lantern height, move saw, cut clean. Smoke on the cameras, ghost in the beam. Guard your breath, mind your feet. Balance the scale without spilling the street. Next week, they came with grins too wide. Asked for the number, they swallowed pride. May raise the ledger, pages neat. After rent and orders, you get receipt. She turned the book where the math ran true. Every lie they live now see through blue. Who touched this? One his palm on glass. Seafood kept mopping like time would pass. Keon fed the pigeons by the bus stop line. I leaned on a payphone, it still held time. Ghosted the math and the math did them. No cut to take, no fat to trim. They left with a shrug that smelled like rain. And rain remembers every name. May bought lanterns and hung them low. Light like tea on the aisles and glow. She paid Seafood extra, he bowed too much. Not payment, she said, it's thank you touch. We didn't brag, nobody clapped. Street just adjusted where the ledger snapped. Keon said, funny how quiet feel
scales loud. I said balance, don't shout, just stands proud. A month went by, the ghost grew thin. Found other shadows, the pedal sin. May kept change in a jar for kids. Candy for grades on a handwritten lid. Seafood taught Tai Chi to the morning crowd. Slow fist whispering what pride says loud. And me, I write with a nail on a paint peeled door about the nights we cut dead to the saw. I ain't hero, just a hinge that held a small soft thing the story spelled. Ash lantern heist, move saw, cut clean. Smoke on the cameras, ghost in the beam. Guard your breath, mind your feet. Balance the scale without spilling the street. Ash lantern heist, no crowns, no pole, just hands that steady when the wind side blow.
Justice is a quiet blade, blends, flicker.
Store gate rolls down, night bows out.
Engagement, end and end. End and end.
The blade draws itself.
Rain type of sutras on the awning. Chambers creak. Count 'em. Rooftop chests on a milk crate throne. Raindrops crown every pawn with stone. Jay got jumped for his bus past weeks. Nickel gods tax kids in the mezzanine bleak. Aunt May's herbs can't heal that math. Fear writes numbers on the after school path. Old seafood Quan, ex super bad knees. Says balance the ledger without spilling the breeze. I etch a map with a nail on tin. Drip clock metronome marks where we begin. Bodega bell hums, register praise. We fold the plan in the incense haze. Tin roof mandala, chalk in the rain. Ash on the scroll where you purge the pain. Guard your breath, mind your key. Balance the scale, step soft and flee.
Blanket sutras on the awning, cameras fleet.
Breaker blinks twice at the Myrtle line. Camera sleeps when the incense climb. Copy the ledger in a thrift store skin. Leave bones of truth. Trim parasites thin. Magnets in the sock for the turnstiles count. Static on the mic where the bully men mount. Quan taps cane, 4 taps freeze. 2 flow 1, breathe with the breeze. May stamps receipts where the skim likes to hide. We circle fake you with the monk calm bride. Rule 1, no crowns, just hinges and thread. Rule 2, edit the storm, not the bread. Tin roof mandala, chalk in the rain. Ash on the scroll where you purge the pain. Guard your breath, mind your key. Balance the scale, step soft and flee. 912, mezzanine hum goes low. Fluorescence hiccup, turnstile slow. Incense curls up like a paper crane. Lens grows heavy with a cinnamon brain. I palm the ledger, swap twin for twin. Every real cost left goes due slim. Boots arrive early, nickel smile steel. Tap on the glass like they own the deal. Me pours tea till the steam draws clouds. Quan spills screws, star maps loud. J stands small but the breath stays even. We count the 5, let the moment deepen. Boss flips pages, the math says no. Protection dissolved in a downspout flow. He grabs the box, magnet kisses the gate. Turnstile stutters, won't count fate.
Next week, the nickel gods thin like smoke, no skim to bite. Their arithmetic broke. Jay walks clean with a lunch and a book. Made post 2 touring tonight. Come look. Quan oils hinges, the hallway sings. Heat hums mercy through radiator rings. We don't brag, some winds wear dust. Acquire receipt, stamp, earn, not luck. I etch a thank you on the paint peel beam where storms once gathered to auction dreams. Earth for the stance, water for the slip flow. Fire in the tongue, burn. Wind in the grip go. Void in the pause, cut when it's close. Rooftop chest, Jay checks me quick. Says coach, you taught air a brick man trick. I laugh, nah, air taught us both how to fold thunder into quiet oats. We plant tomatoes in a window tray. Red sun's ticking down the rent-worn day. If justice had volume, it hums like steam. A steady warm chord in a stairwell dream. Rain keeps names, tin roof forgive. We leave no flags, just places to live. Tin roof mandala, chalk in the rain. Ash on the scroll where you purge the pain. Guard your breath, mind your key. Balance the scale, step soft and flee. Tin roof mandala, no crowns, no pose. Just hands that steady when the crosswind blows.
When the mind is quiet, numbers confess. Drip, 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 drip. Gate slides down, peace counts slow.
Yeah. Low brim, high rent. Class in session on the concrete. Yeah. Let the drums clock in. Yeah, yeah. Yo, sidewalk, seminary, silk talk, steel spine, tar in my chest, but the gate is refined. Dice game, decimals, mailbox math. I valet the beat, then I double park wrath. Sidewalk, seminary, stoop law, curb grace, polish on pressure till the concrete lace. If thunder get loud, I reschedule the sky. Walk light, talk lighter, still hit heavy on the fly. I'm the hush in a handshake, ledger with a pulse. Groceries and gossip in the paper bag waltz. Corner store bells sing, pay what you owe. Bulletproof glass hum, register glow. Bus stop profits with a paper cup song. Sirens learn yoga just to stretch out calm. Mailbox math, rent due blues. Gold tooth grammar, scuffed up shoes. I talk linen, walk granite, grin real neat. Meter maid, try to ticket my sleep. Pocket watch cadence, time mind me. Metronome blush when the rhyme find key. Apron on ego, chef knife pen. Chop down chatter, plate heat again. Coat smell citrus, hand smell work. I butter the booth, then sear the verse. If cloud is a cloud, I forecast drought. Umbrella approved, let the facts pour out. Sidewalk, seminary, silk talk, steel spine. Tar in my chest, but the cadence refined. Dice game, decimals, mailbox math. I valet the beat, then I double park wrath. Sidewalk, seminary, stoop law, curb grace, polish on pressure till the concrete lace. If thunder get loud, I reschedule the sky. Walk light, talk lighter, still hit heavy on the fly. Neon rosaries over deli cold cuts. Lottery prayers on a clip full of what? Kids run wind sprints down borrow halls. Chalk spell earn on the brick and walls. Payphone ghost still gum up the 9. We call home collect just to borrow some time. Teacher said right, block said proof. I fouled down rage till it fit in the booth. Uncle with a toolbox, mouth full of nails. Grease don't judge what the engine entails. Auntie kept psalms in the coffee tin. Cash and forgiveness folded in. I budget my breath, invest in the pause. Compound respect, pay me in cause. Couple link slang, button down rumors. Chrome tongue etiquette, brick man humor. Street light sermons through half closed blinds. We play cheap meals on millionaire minds. Sidewalk, seminary, silk talk, steel spine. Tar in my chest, but the cadence refined.
Dice game decimals, mailbox math. I valet the beat, then I double park rap. Sidewalk, seminary, stoop long, curb grace, polish on pressure till the concrete lace. If thunder get loud, I reschedule the sky. Walk light, talk light, and still hit heavy on the fly. Clock hands twitch when I enter the room. I amortize egos, bill 'em per boom. Bishop on the back beat, rook on the rim. Castle on pressure, keep kings from the brim. Tongue do carpentry, measured and plain. Sand down static to the pocket run plain. Brown bag genius with a top shelf slice. Museum cool sold at a pawn shop price. I don't rent respect, I own the lease. Hush money laughter with receipts. Polish on pressure, turn gravel to glass. Walk like a verdict, talk like a pass. If hunger a sermon, I'm first in the pew. Break bread twice in halves to the crew. Sidewalk, seminary, silk talk, steel spine. Tar in my chest, but the gate is refined. Dice game, decimals, mailbox math. I valet a beat, then I double park rap. Sidewalk, seminary, stoop law, curb grace, polish on pressure till the concrete lace. If thunder get loud, I reschedule the sky. Walk light, talk lighter, still hit heavy on the fly. Landlord sermons, fridge light hymns. We tied in quarters, pray on rims. Cold cut dinners on milk crate thrones. We swap one dream for two prepaid phones. Bench warrant breeze through a halfway grin. You can smell overtime in the city skin. Turnstile blues, Metro Card 10. We clockin' pain and we clock out plans. Dice clap hymns by the corner lock choir. Hope pass hands like a bar of lighter. Mrs. Rivera talk plants to bloom. Keeps out doom in the sunless room. Kids sell candy for a league they can't join. Sneaker box banks hide folded coins. I learned patience where to stop and frisks live. How to fold rage slow till the sharp parts give. Sidewalk, seminary, silk talk, steel spines. Hard in my chest but the cadence refined. Dice game, decimals, mailbox math. I valet a beat, then I double park rap. Sidewalk, seminary, stoop law, curb grace, polish on pressure till the concrete lace. If thunder get loud, I reschedule the sky. Walk light, talk light, and still hit heavy on the fly. Say less, let the hi-hat bless. Baseline, bow tie, kick drum press. Two-step subtle, rules get bent. We don't force doors, we finesse. Low brim, high crab, press crease in the night. The drums talk back. Silk over cinder, voice smooth, fist flint. Walk like a verdict, talk leave a print. Chrome tongue manners, brick in the frame. I don't chase thunder, I rename the rain. Silk over cinder, cool breath, hot step. Corner tall patience, I charge late debt. Street light gospel in a cashmere tone. Polish on pressure to the concrete glow. I'm the hush in a handshake, ledger with a pulse. Paper bag parables, quiet like a waltz. Marble in the throat, gravel in the grin. Stoop chair, bishop with a notebook, pen, pocket watch cadence. Time minds me, I curb check tempo to the bars ride clean. Apron on ego, chef knife flow. Butter up the booth, then I sear that glow. Mailbox math, rent due tricks. I balance the column with a brick man fix. Neon confessions on plexiglass. Security mirror, make two lies pass. I don't press panic, I press my slacks. Turn maybe to yes with a low tone fax. Coat smell citrus, hand smell work. Say less, let the drum line smirk. Silk over cinder, voice smooth, fist flint. Walk like a verdict, talk leave a print. Chrome tongue manners, brick in the frame. I don't chase thunder, I rename the rain. Silk over cinder, cool breath, hot step. Corner talk patience, I charge late debt. Street light gospel in a cashmere tone. Polish on pressure till the concrete glow. Bodega bell hum, register breathe. Clerk count grace with a Saint slow sleeve. Dice slap decimals, quarter make vows. We tied in singles, hope wear crowns. Turnstile tan with the night shift squint. Wallet full proverbs I spend on mint. Bench warrant breeze through a halfway smile. Overtime perfume travel a mile. I floss through fangs when the beat show teeth. Parallel park on the bar underneath. Tongue do carpentry measured in plain. Sand down static till the pocket run plain. I don't rent respect, I own
that lease. Hush money humor with receipts. If cloud is a cloud, I forecast drought. Umbrella approved, let the facts pour out. Silk over cinder, voice smooth, fist flint. Walk like a verdict, talk leave a print. Chrome tongue manners, brick in the frame. I don't chase thunder, I rename the rain. Silk over cinder, cool breath, hot step. Corner talk patience, I charge late debt. Street light gospel in a cashmere tone. Polish on pressure till the concrete glow. Unfixed engines with a nail bit grin. Grease don't judge what the gears keep in. Unfold mercy with bills and change. Keep your word nephew, range over range. Kids sell candy for a league they can't join. Sneaker box banks hide folded coin. Payphone ghost with gum on 9. Dial tone bow like a temple spine. I castle on pressure, keep kings off foul. Rook on the rim with a monk calm smile. Clock hands twitch when I enter the room. I amortize egos, bill 'em per boom. No parade, just parade rest stance. Name in the fog with a straight line glance. I season the smoke till the corner stop burn. Teach kick drums posture, watch snares learn. Low voice, high polish, let the hi-hat pray. Baseline button, then the kick say okay. Two-step subtle, whole room lean, we don't force doors. We oil the hinge. Silk over cinder, voice smooth, fist flint. Walk like a verdict, talk leave a print. Chrome tongue manners, brick in the frame. I don't chase thunder, I rename the rain. Silk over cinder, cool breath, hot step. Corner talk patience, I charge late debt. Street light gospel in a cashmere tone. Polish on pressure till the concrete glow. Landlord sermons, fridge light psalms. We play cheap meals with millionaire calm. Cold cut dinner on a milk crate pew. We split one dream, but the faith stayed two. Keon got night shift sweeps and keys. Says text that beat, I ship them ease. Keisha draw skylines on a thrift pad blue. Tape them to windows like see it through. Dice game choir by the corner lot gate. We pass one lighter to rehearse our fate. If hunger a sermon, I'm first in the pew. Break bread twice, send halves to the crew. Leave prints on smoke and a note for air. Put crease in the dark dawn, show up and wear. Walk light, talk lighter, still hit heavy. Silk over cinder, grip stay ready. Silk over cinder, voice smooth, fist flint. Walk like a verdict, talk leave a print. Chrome tongue manners, brick in the frame. I don't chase thunder, I rename the rain. Silk over cinder, cool breath, hot step. Corner talk patience, I charge late debt. Street light gospel in a cashmere tone. Polish on pressure till the concrete glow. Low brim, high rent, class dismissed. Corner still open. Bring the next beat. Yeah, bring my name.
Balance the breath, then balance the blade. Subway steam lifts like incense. Balance the breath, then balance the blade. Chambers open, count 'em.
Mr. Hand ran a watch, stand under tattered tops. Canal and Baxter, fake gold, real hearts. Ledger in a lunchbox, rubber bands like vows. A smile stitched careful through too many vows. Two suits and bubble coats, taxed them weekly. Protection, they grin, teeth city seedy. His daughter Lynn served tea in paper cups. Bowed to tourists while the rain bowed up. Old Aunt May kept an eye from the herbal shop. Mortar and pestle, gossip that don't stop. I counted seconds by the flick of a neon. Thought about math you could lean your life on. Han said, child, you right. Make numbers speak, make protection fade like fog in a week. Canal Street Testament, ink over steel. Cut through the lie till the ledgers turn real. Guard your breath, mind your feet. Balance the scale without spilling the street. We mapped it with dumpling grease on deli paper. Lights out at 912, breaker under the baker. Incense at the vent so the lens learns dust. Copy of the lunchbox bound in thrift store husk. Aunt May said silence is a sleeve for fists.
Tap the mortar twice like a priest who twists. Lynn marked the receipts where the skim live loud. Circled every ghost with a patient cloud. I split my pen in half, one nib for truth, the other for misdirection. When the wolves need proof. Rule 1, no heroes, only hinges and ropes. Rule 2, the cleanest wind smells like soap. We rehearsed our breathing like Tai Chi frames. Counted rain on tops like abacus grains.
Canal Street Testament, ink over steel. Cut through the lie till the ledgers turn real. Guard your breath, mind your feet. Balance the scale without spilling the street.
Break a blink, mark it dim like a throat. Stalls whispered shut, tops learned to float. Incense crawled vents, cameras caught sleep. Footsteps became ghosts where the shadows keep. Aunt May coughed twice, signal to move. Lynn poured tea slow, kept the surface smooth. I palmed the lunchbox, swapped twin for twin. Left every number, but the parasite skin. Suits arrive early, boots with a smirk. Tapped on the table like they own the work. Count up, old man, hand shrugged after tea. Steam wrote scripture the lens couldn't see. Lynn said new math, rent math. Stock staff, suits read the columns. Lost they laugh, what they called do was a hole in air. We'd stitch the seam where the rip lived there. Canal Street Testament, ink over steel. Cut through the lie till the ledgers turn real. Guard your breath, mind your feet. Balance the scale without spilling the street. Suits lean close, one fingered his charm. Aunt May hum psalms, mortar on arm. I stood by the payphone, gum on the 9. Dial tone bowed like a temple spine. A cop walked past with umbrella eyes. Saw nothing but rain, heard nothing but lies. Suits hiss, somebody touched this book. Lynn blinked slow, stone in a brook. Hand poured tea on the table's knot. Steam drew dragons where the camera forgot. We didn't lift bills, we erased the debt. Made protection vanish like a rusted thread. They left with their pride in a damn paper bag. Rain keeps names when the flags don't flag. Weeks grew quiet like a healed old bruise. Tops kept singing their zipper the blues. Hand bought lights that warmed like soup. Kept a new ledger with a monk clean loop. Lynn tape flyers, homework help free. Kids came by for tea and geometry. Aunt May taught breath to the tired and bent. Sold hope in jars with an honest cent. Sometimes I pass when the market yawns. Wise like prayer beads draped on dawns. Hand nods once, we don't share the day. Some victories lie better hidden away. The suits found new fog on another block. Storms migrate when the old roof's locked. But now when it rains the tops don't shake. And the ledger balances like a still green lake. Canal Street Testament, ink over steel. Cut through the lie till the ledgers turn real. Guard your breath, mind your feet. Balance the scale without spilling the street. Canal Street Testament, no crowns, no bones. Just hands that steady when the crosswind blows. Hold the scale without spilling the green. Without spilling the green. Without spilling the green. Justice is the weight you don't feel when it's true. Neon blinks once gate slides down. Peace count slow. Justice is the weight you don't feel when it's true. Neon blinks once gate slides down. Peace count slow. Neon blinks once. Neon blinks once. Count the breath, then count the blade. Shadow box in the aisle between old radios and rings. Chambers open. Step light. Mr. Sal ran a pawn on Atlantic and Grant. Glass case, choir hum, broken amps chant. Cigar tin ledger under countertop scars. Receipts like ribs around yesterday's wars. Two boots came Fridays, cold smiles and
and leather. Protection, they grin, taking storms by the weather. Asher work nights at the clinic next door. Rap knuckles for kids who couldn't afford more. Pop Vic, old Southpaw with a blueprint eye. Said balance isn't mercy, it's math gone dry. Swept the floor. Learn prices by weight, how grief is a pawn ticket stapled to fate. Sal whisper, child, you right, make numbers speak. Make ghosts and bubble coats vanish this week.
Pawn shop sutra, ink over steel. Cut through the racket till edges turn real. Guard your breath, mind your feet. Balance the scale without spilling the street. We drew a map with soy sauce on brown bag seams. Break about a cooler where the dust drinks dreams. Incense in the vent so the lens sees dusk. Twin of the ledger in a thrift store. Husk Vic tapped the counter 12 times. Timing cold. Showed the blind spots where the cameras corrode. Asher pack gauze tea and a cop calm smile. Styling with pulse checks if they press for style. Rule 1, no heroics, just hinges and thread. Rule 2, leave the storm thirsty instead. We rehearsed our breathing like Tai Chi loops. Counted the neon flicks in disciplined groups. Every fake do circled in blue. Every real cost inked, clean through. Pawn shop sutra, ink over steel. Cut through the racket till edges turn real. Guard your breath, mind your feet. Balance the scale without spilling the street. 912, break a blink, lights bowed low. Snare in the rain, tap the temple flow. Incense climb vents, camera lids heavy. Street hush slow like a sermon in Chevy. I slid the ledger, swap twin for twin. Left bones of the truth trim, parasite skin. Doorbell coughed, boots early grins raw. Fingers on glass like a counterfeit law. Count up old man, Sal shrugged after check. Asher took vitals, you breathe in respect. Vic spilled screws, constellations on tile. Floor still wet, he said with a monk quiet smile. They tapped on the case, steam fogged the view. Teacups wrote dragons, the lens couldn't chew. I sealed the tin with a thumbprint prayer. Let silence throw hands while they box with air. Come back in an hour, Sal said like stone. They left chewing thunder on a cheap flip phone. Pawn shop sutra, ink over steel. Cut through the racket till ledges turn real. Guard your breath, mind your feet. Balance the scale without spilling the street. Friday return with a wider grin. They wanted the number, we wanted the end. Sal opened the book, columns held fast. No tax, no skim, just the honest pass. Who touched this math? One hissed at the glass. Vic kept sweeping errors with a monk bent back. Asher said softly, we called your bluff. Pressure minus proof is just theater stuff. They tried to raise voices, the street blinked slow. Rain tap receipts like a metronome's toll. Without the fake cut, their kingdom was fog. No place for a leash when you've muzzled the dog. They left with a mutter that smelled like rust. And rust remembers the faces it dusts. Sal bought bulbs, warm as soup at dawn. Glass case stars finally yawned and shone. He taped a sign, free watch batteries. Kids, tiny victories live under simple lids. Asher ran classes, stitches and breath. How to slow panic, how to outwalk death. Vic Shadow taught jabs by the pawn shop gate. Showed Knuckles the math of changing fate. Sometimes I pass when the shutters roll up. Tea smoke blessing the counter's cup. We don't tell stories, we polish the day. Some winds live better, hidden away. Boots found new fog on a lazier block. Storms migrate when old roofs lock. But here when it rains, the tarps don't shake. And the ledger balances like a small green lake. Pawn shop sutra, ink over steel. Cut through the racket till ledges turn real. Guard your breath, mind your feet. Balance the scale without spilling the street. Pawn shop sutra, no crowns, no bows. Just hands that steady when the crosswind blows. When the breath is even, the blade is quiet. Bell taps once, gate slides down. Peace counts slow. You're grilling.
First still the breath, then still the blade. basement, incense in the Newport box. Chambers open, count 'em.
I write with a nail on a paint-peeled door. Math in the mildew, truth on the floor. Project monk robe over hoodie and scars. Abacus of rent, tally late night wars. Gong in the gutter, drip clock grin. I sharpen the proverb on a trash can rim. Radiator baseline, steam do chants. Roaches parade like brass button ants. Liquor store choir hums, nickel note hymns. Kids learn balance on nice guard rims. I cipher with rats, share crumbs with ghosts. Tape his oracle, giving out posts. Gutter dojo chronicles, dust on the scroll. Blade in the breath, keep ash in control. Guard your mind where the stairwells speak. Steel in the calm, let the rusted teach. I stitch these bars with a bent steel thread. Patch beat wounds where the drum line bled. Chopstick snares, crack walk tone. Boil fake gold till the truth shows bone. Hallway sensei sweeping up sin. Keys on a ring like a serpent skin. Payphone prayer on the gum stuck 9. Dial tone bow like a temple spine. Sipping with a stoop with a scar line map. Showed me the angle where the traps collapse. Said water the rage till it flows past steel. Let silence throw hands when the knives reveal. Gutter dojo chronicles, dust on the scroll. Blade in the breath, keep ash in control. Guard your mind where the stairwells speak. Steel in the calm, let the rusted teach. Bodega incense, lottery psalms. Coldest winter dressed up in arms. Dice slap doctrine, quarter for fate. We tithe in singles at the deli gate. Mailbox math, red stamp blues. Eviction angels with scuffed up shoes. Ani keeps scripture in a coffee can. Bills and forgiveness, rubber band plan. Unfixed engines with a nail bit grin. Grease don't judge what the gears keep in. I learned to read thunder on the window seam. If the sky go broke, we panhandle dreams. Earth for the stance, water for the slip. Fire in the tongue, wind in the grip. Void in the pause, cut when it's close. I fold up fate like a lunch line note. Tied to a dart, let the hallway vote. Piss stained corners, write names in steam. Skate blade moon on a busted beam. Staple these bars to a plywood throne. Crown made of lint on a pay stub loan. Security mirror, reflect two lives. One walks straight, the other survives. Graffiti, algebra, earn don't beg. Angel in a hoodie with a halo on peg. I castle on pressure where the kings don't last. Make pawns grow wings when the knights move past. Gutter dojo chronicles, dust on the scroll. Blade in the breath, keep ash in control. Guard your mind where the stairwells speak. Steel in the calm, let the rusted teach. Clock hands wobble on a pawn shop face. We measure the day by the rent's faint trace. Cold cut dinner on a milk crate pew. We split one flame when the gas bill grew. Sirens do yoga around midnight's knees. We breathe on the count while the city wheeze. I parallel park on a razor thin bar. Leave room for a hook and I polish the scar. Firmware patience in a tape deck spine. I debug lies with a monk made line. When thunder grandstand, I mute that sky. Turn storms to appointments, ask them why. Keon shelved the scheme for a cracked room booth. Traded the grab for a verse with proof. Keisha draws skylines on a welfare pad. Tape them to windows when the world go mad. Dre found nights on a broom closet gig. Text, we still breathing? That's big. Ma keeps calm in a Folgers 10. Says breathe between losses, that's how we win. So I see this block in a window box. Tomatoes ticking like parole clocks. Proof that a sprout can defy the math. Grow red suns down a concrete path. Gutter dojo chronicles, dust on the scroll. Blade in the breath, keep ash in control. Guard your mind where the stairwells speak. Steel in the calm, let the rusted teach. Gutter dojo chronicles, lanterns and rain. If the loop go dark, still carve the vein.
When the blade is quiet, the cut is deepest. Ash the scroll.
Door closed.
Unwidow biz. Frost on the window like calligraphy.
Chambers open.
338 Lennox, heat gone thin, kids sleep in coats. Steam won't sing, landlord's nephew, nails sold the valve wheel cheap. Boiler throat dry, whole building can't sleep. Miss Cito handshake over instant soup. Mr. Colon coughs under quilts, no loop. Old seafood bows, knows every pipe, every secret door. He says,
Deed is a promise you don't parade.
fix what's stolen, don't ask to be paid. Me, Keon, Yuki nod in the stairwell gray. Fire escape oath, bring warmth today.
Radiated armor, blade of breath. Turn the wheel, out wrestle death. Guard your step, mind your key. Balance the flame without spilling the street.
Map on a pizza box, grease mark routes. Scrapeyard fence, blind cam, dog that scouts. Breaker trips at 214, 3 blink slow. Yuki runs decoy with a shopping cart flow. Incense cones in the vent, lens sees dusk. Bolt cutters wrapped in a thrift store husk. Bow taps cane, 4 taps freeze. 2 taps move 1, breathe with the breeze. Keon pockets biscuits for Diesel a hound. I pocket a gasket we found underground. No heroes, only hinges and rope. We rehearse the silence like prayer and soap.
Radiated armor, blade of breath. Turn the wheel, out wrestle death. Guard your step, mind your key. Balance the flame without spilling the street. Gate chain size, moon duck low. Snow makes rice on the corrugated road. Diesel sniffs close, Keon palms the tree. Dog chews mercy, cameras half asleep. I spot the wheel, red flake crown. Price tag lies on a rusted brown. Yuki hum static, bow coughs twice. We lift the halo like stealing ice. Floodlight yawns, boots with a cough. Guard flips a lighter, blows smoke off. Bow drops cans, aluminum rain. Floor still wet. He jokes at the chain, guard looks, shrugs, goes back the phone. We melt through shadows like ink on stone. Valve wheel wrapped in a thrifted coat. We exit the yard by the drainage moat. Basement smells like memory and mold. Boiler, a monk gone silent and old. Bow wipes flange, I sit the ring. Keon turns wrenches like prayerful spring. Yuki bleeds lines till the hiss says live. Pipes do Tai Chi, pressure revive. First warm clank like a drum in a temple. Second like mercy, pure and simple. Miss Ito's tea kettle hums bright notes. Long laugh, steam from his winter coat. No applause, just breath returned. We learned that warmth is a tide you earn. Radiated armor, blade of breath. Turn the wheel, out wrestle death. Guard your step, mind your key. Balance the flame without spilling the street. Morning nail stomps, face like tin. Sees heat back on, can't cash his sin. Bow hands papers, 311 receipts. Photos, dates, inspector meets. Nails checks the flange, finds legal seals. Who touched this? The building kneels to feel. Inspector arrives with a clipboard poem. Says heat is law, not a favor, son. Nails fades out like a cheap cologne. Rust remembers every name it's known. Keon fixes latches, Yuki chalks stairs. Bow teaches breath to the tenants' prayers. We keep no trophies, only tools. Warm rooms right there, own new rules. Snow melts lines in the fire escape ribs. Sun threads needles through laundry bibs. I write with a nail on a paint peeled door. About nights we turn winter into lore. Radiators purr, kids kick socks. Mosquito plants onions in window box. Cologne tunes radio to an old soul hymn. Badu Tai Chi with a grin that's thin. If justice had volume tonight it's low. A steady warm hum only neighbors know. Radiated armor, blade of breath. Turn the wheel, out wrestle death. Guard your step, mind your key. Balance the flame without spilling the street. Radiated arm, no clowns, no pose. Just hands that steady when the crosswind blows.
When breath is even, breath is even, when the bounce. Stay
sense. Door clicks. Peace glows. Peace glows. Peace glows. Peace glows.
Still the mind. And the blade solves itself. Steam hissing through the vents like ghost sutures. Chamber doors creak, count.
I'd etch math on a paint peeled door with a nail tip. Mildew margins, truth with a pipe strip. Monk robe over a thrifted coat. Cold spine, I brew night tea in a coffee can. Steep time, gong from the gutter, drip clock metronome. Dice slap doctrine in the payphones chrome. Rat King council under flicker bulb laws. I sharpen a proverb on a trash can's jaw. Ghosts and bubble coats tax the breath we store. We tied in quarters, hide mercy in drawers. Radiator choir, iron lung, him. I weigh each bar on a triple beam whim. If your crown's plastic, the drizzle dissolves it. I balance the storm on a match head, solve it.
Iron Lotus algorithm, breath and blade.
Ash on the scroll where the debt got paid.
Guard your step, mind your key. Count to 5 elements, cut then flee.
Old Aunt Lynn keeps scripture in a sugar tin. Cash and forgiveness, rubber banded in. Unfixed motors with a nail bit grin. Grease don't gossip about the gears within. Neon drips wisdom on the deli glass. Lottery psalms taped over the past. Cameras blink drowsy when the incense climb. I smuggle a blueprint in a nursery rhyme. Hallway sensei with a mop for a staff. Stitches a parable in a janitor's lab. I map the blind spots of a counterfeit throne. Boil fake gold till the truth shows bone. We ain't steal bills, just edited math. Unwind a chokehold from a ledger's path. When thunder brag loud, I mute that sky. Teach storms, appointments, explain your why. Iron Lotus algorithm, breath them blade. Ash on the scroll where the debt got paid. Guard your step, mind your key. Count to 5 elements, cut then flee.
Earth for the stand, water for the slip. Fire on the tongue, wind in the grip. Void in the pause, cut when it's closed. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Basement lungs wheeze, the boiler forgot prayer. We turn the wheel back till the frost lose hair. Heat is a promise, you don't parade. We fix what the nephew or winner betrayed. Kids shed coats like the dawn shed doubt. Tea steam halos where the lights brown out. I carved a day on a coin scarred bench. Proof that a whisper can loosen a wrench. Payphone spine bows to a copper hymn. Tape hiss oracle, hold then trim. We leave no flags, only tools and drawers. Winds that prefer closed mouths and chores. If justice had volume, it hums low warm. A steady valve click in the ribs of a storm. Iron Lotus algorithm, breath and blade. Ash on the scroll where the debt got paid. Guard your step, mind your key. Count the 5 elements, cut then flee. Iron Lotus algorithm, no crowns, no pose. Just hands that steady when the crosswind blows. When the mind is silent, the numbers confess. Incense. Gate slides down. Peace counts slow. Yo, knuckle scripture, silk talk, iron aim.
walk like a verdict, carve my name. Tar in the breath, chrome in the grin. I don't chase thunder, I box it in. Knuckle scripture, clean cut, raw stance. Two-step calm, make the kick drum dance. Street like judge, I present my case. Polish on pressure to the curb, show face. I'm the hush in the handshake, ledger with a pulse. Marble on the lingo, gravel in the walls. Pocket watch cadence, time salute me. Snare get housebroken when they move to me. Cold smell citrus, hand smell labor. I sand down chaos, then season the vapor. I'm bourbon with lemon, smooth till it bite. Then the line draw blood from a beat on sight. Meet a maid, try to ticket my sleep. I parked on a bar where the pockets run deep. You pose for applause, I pose bail for crew. I build egos, interest, pay what's due. Punch flurry, firmware flow. Your patch notes flop, I valet the beat. Parallel to op, tongue do carpentry, measured in plane. Static get shaved till the pocket run plain. Knuckle scripture, silk talk, iron aim. Walk like a verdict, carve my name. Tar in the breath, chrome in the grin. I don't chase thunder, I box it in. Knuckle scripture, clean cut, raw stance. Two-step calm, make the kick drum dance. Street light judge, I present my case. Polish on pressure to the curb, show face. Bodega bell ring, register breathe. Dice clap decimals on the Saint slow sleeve. Bench warming wind in the hallway yawn. We tie the quarters till the cold move on. I floss through fangs when the loop show teeth. Jab with the ad-lib hook underneath. Cufflink slang with a brick man pivot. I fold up rumor, steam press livid. Your crown got foam, my frame got steel. Every word talk, feel the will. I starch up hooks, let verses hang heavy. Showroom speech in a scrapyard Chevy. Clock handshake when I enter the room. I immortize pride, bill 'em for boom. My silence a feature, your noise a glitch. I flip maybe to yes with a low tone switch. Knuckle scripture, silk talk, iron aim. Walk like a verdict, carve my name. Tar in the breath, chrome in the grin. I don't chase thunder, I box it in. Knuckle scripture, clean cut, raw stance. Two-step calm, make the kick drum dance. Street light judge, I present my case. Polish on pressure to the curb, show face. Say left, hit clean, hi-hat pray. Baseline lean, chin tuck, feet light, whole set mean. Good night. Go-to grammar, gravel and laughs. Mailbox math in the landlord draft. Turnstile tan with a night shift stare. I budget my breath, charge interest to air. If clout is a cloud, I forecast drought. Umbrella of proof, let the facts pour out. I'm hush money, humor with receipts intact. Blueprint swagger, permit stamp fact. I castle on pressure, keep kings off file. Bishop on the backbeat, Rook on the dial. No parade, just parade. Rest calm, I write my name with a vein in the palm. Kill switch complex, I don't rent respect. I hold the D. You market a flex, I manufacture need. Yeah, knuckle scripture, silk talk, iron aim. Walk like a verdict, carve my name. Tar in the breath, chrome in the grin. I don't chase thunder, I box it in. Knuckle scripture, clean cut, raw stance. Two-step calm, make the kick drum dance. Street light judge, I present my case. Polish on pressure to the curb, show face. Low brim, high pressure. We don't shout, we sharpen. Class dismissed, corner open. Yeah, mama.
Low brim, high rent, clock in with a nod. Hand smell hammers, coat smell God. Let the drums learn manners.
Night shift etiquette, silk talk, steel nerve. Walk like a verdict, words curve and serve. Stoop light hymns, mailbox math. I valet the beat, then double park wrath. Bodega bell ring, register breathe. Clerk count singles with a Saint slow sleeve. Bus stop prophets with paper cup psalms. Sirens stretch lungs, we answer with calm. Ma do doubles, heat set low. Psalms in a coffee tin, faith on the go. Dice slap hymns by the corner lot choir. Hope pass hands like a borrowed lighter. I talk linen, walk granite, grin tuck neat. Meter maid try to ticket my sleep.
Pocket watch cadence, time minds me. Metronome blush when the rhyme find key. Coat say gentle, hand say work. Butter the booth, then the sear on the verse. Night shift etiquette, silk talk, steel nerve. Walk like a verdict, words curve and serve. Stoop like hymns, mailbox math. I valet the beat, then double park wrath. Payphone ghosts on the gum stain 9. We called home collect, just to borrow some time. Neon rosary over deli meats. Lottery prayers taped 2 receipts. Kids run routes in a hallway wind. Chalk on brick urn, underline twice pin. Bench warring breeze through a halfway grin. Overtime perfume in a city of 10. Wallet full proverbs I spend on hush. I budget my breath, make rumors flush. If clout is a cloud, forecast drought. Umbrella of proof, let truth pour out. I starch up the hook, let verses hang heavy. Showroom speech in a scrapyard Chevy. Night shift etiquette, silk talk, still nerve. Walk like a verdict, words curve and serve. Stoop like hymns, mailbox math. I valet the beat, then double park wrath. Unfixed engines with a mouthful of nails. Says grease don't judge how a piston fails. Ant full mercy with the rent and change. Keep your word nephew, range over range. Turnstile blues, Metro car tan. We clock in pain and still draft plans. Gold tooth grammar, gravel and laughs. Map out peace on a milk crate graph. A parallel park on a razor thin bar. Leave room for a hook and polish the scar. Street light sermons through bent blind slats. We play cheap meals, still tip the facts. Say less, let the hi-hat bless. Baseline bow tie, kick drum pressed. 2-step subtle, rules get bent. We don't force doors, we finesse. Key on soul schemes for a studio slot. Turn maybe the night to a loop we got. Keisha draw skylines on a thrifted pad. Tape them to windows when the day get mad. Dre text late, I'm on nights till June. We send them a track and a pocket of moon. Landlord sermons, fridge like grace. We share one dream, split 2 plates. I keep calm in a riot like a choir that note. When to hold that note and when to let go. If hunger a sermon, I'm first in the pew. Break bread twice, send halves to the crew. Night shift etiquette, silk talk, still nerve. Walk like a verdict, words curve and serve. Stoop like hymns, mailbox math. I valet the beat, then double park wrath. Low brim, high craft, clock out with a glance. Left prints on smoke, taught the night to dance.
We grew up where the mailbox is lean. Share fries, share bikes, split one dream. You held the door when the block got mean. Said stand behind me, talk to me clean. You the type to bring a coat you ain't wear. Give the last bill, say keep the fare. Never chase credit, never took bowls. If trouble had teeth, you broke his jaws quietly. Remember that night at the bus lot fence? I almost swung first, your hand said sense. You laugh, we win when we go back home. That's loyalty, still with a softer tone. You were my cornerstone when the walls shook. When the lights blinked out, you were one look. Candle wax letters on the curb, spell your name. We keep you in the rhythm when the world goes strange. Cornerstone, how you held this street. Every cracked up road still got your beat. Got your beat. Last text read, I'm good, be safe. 3 blue dots, then the night lost shape. Tape cross lanes like unlaced shoes. Sirens roll verses I refuse to choose. Your mom on the stoop with a jacket over knees. Lil sis in your hoodie saying breathe. We said your jokes till the candles lean. Mirror went up where the bricks ain't clean. No halos here, just real life love. A pair of old Timbs by the window above. I talked to the hydrant like it carried your laugh. Hit my face in the steam to the cold walk past. You were my cornerstone when the walls shook. When the lights blinked out, you were one look. Candle wax letters on the curb, spell your name. We keep you in the rhythm when the world goes strange. Cornerstone, how you held this street. Every cracked up road still got your beat. Got your beat. If loyalty had a face, it wore your grin. If courage had shoes, they were broken in. If prayer had hands, they were callous blue. If truth had shoulders, it stood like you. We fixed the backboard, like you always said. Tied new nets with a chain hung dead. Left your number on the half-court paint. Kids ask whose tone, I say not a saint. Just someone who stayed when the night got thin. Someone who lost but let others win. We started that jar at the bodega by Maze. Books over bail, your favorite phrase. Your keys still hang on the hook by the door. We don't move them, they guard this floor. I speak to your seat on the 4th step down. Promise I'll leave when I earn this town. You were my cornerstone when the walls shook. When the lights blinked out, you were one look. Candle wax letters on the curb, spell your name. We keep you in the rhythm when the world goes strange. Cornerstone, how you held this street. Every cracked up road still got your beat. If heaven got a hydrant and a payphone line, pick up big bro, I'll call on time. Till then I write where your shadow's thrown. Block still stands cause you was stoned. You were my cornerstone.